Yo, what's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be answering your questions, so let's get right into it. What's a country you want to visit that you've not already been to? Simple answer for me would have to be Italy. I'd love to try the food, the history, the scenery of the country. I want to meet the fucking mafia. Everything about Italy fascinates me. What makes you so determined to keep going with this stuff? What motivates you daily? The simple answer to that is you set goals and you stick to them. Me personally, I don't believe in motivation. I believe in self-discipline. I believe motivation is an artificial feeling. Self-discipline is when you make it your duty and you're reliant on yourself, your own personal feelings and emotions. You've got to have drive. You've got to have some attributes. You've got to be able to outwork yourself day in and day out. Every day it's about becoming a better version of yourself. I'm not competing against the guy next to me. I'm competing against myself. My determination just comes from hunger. I know what it is that I want in life. I know what it is that I want to do. And I know what I need to do to get there. I believe life is like the lottery. The more tickets you buy, the better chance you have of winning. The more days you work hard, the better chance you have of succeeding. When's a baby Mario popping into the equation? Up the bum, no baby. That's all I got to say to that. Unless I can fertilize an egg through the anal cavity, it's not happening. What made you want to stream, and do you have any tips for any up and coming streamers? What made me want to stream is just my enjoyment of being on camera, my enjoyment of making people laugh, my enjoyment of brightening up people's days. My tip for up and coming streamers would be consistency is number one. You need to create a schedule. You need to stick to it. I always explain it like this. It's like your favorite TV show. Let's say you like watching the UFC. You know it's on every single Sunday. You know what time it starts. You know where it is. The same thing applies with this. You need to set a schedule, timeline, so your audience know what day you're streaming, what time, and hey, if they like you, they'll fit you into their routine. Having a schedule and a structure is one of the most important attributes. After that, the rest will come. You're never going to be a good streamer on your first stream. It takes time. It takes practice. So don't give up. Stay motivated. The views aren't going to be there right away, but if you're good at what you do and you're willing to put in the hours, the views will come. How does one pull a chick? To pull a chick, you got to have some confidence. You've got to have some attributes. You got to be able to bring something to the table. Ladies love a guy that's confident. Don't try to put on a fake bullshit persona. Ladies can see right through that shit. Compliments. Girls love compliments. Tell her she's got nice eyes. Tell her she's got a good set of titties. How do you use Dougie's voice for so many hours per day? Well, at first it was very hard, but I think my vocal cords have just been teared and ripped that now it's just second nature. It still gets sore from time to time. When I complain and think I've got a sore throat, I just think about how Riley Reid would feel. Her throat must be f***ed. How have you stayed motivated to stream for nearly 1,000 days in a row? Once again, I just love what I do. And it's at a point, it's not about just loving what I'm doing. I'm addicted to my community. I'm addicted to hanging out, talking to you guys. You guys are part of my day. And if I don't get to chat to you, if I'm not streaming, my day doesn't feel complete. So you guys honestly are the main driving factor. I've always said this. I love interacting with my chat and talking to my chat much more than I enjoy playing the game. How long do you plan on keeping the stream streak? I'm going to break the Twitch world record. I know someone's sitting at like 2,000 and something days. I'm going to get to 5,000 days, whatever the fuck it is. I will, at some stage, have the highest concurrent Twitch live streaming streak on the platform. Mark my words. Would the suits be in another server, and why? This year, the suits will be expanding to another server, maybe multiple servers, but we do have plans to expand suit chapters across the board. What's it like living in New Zealand? Living in New Zealand's actually pretty good. It's a safe place. A lot of us Kiwis complain about New Zealand, but hey, sometimes we don't realize how good we actually got it here. What's your favorite drink and why? My favorite drink of all time is chocolate milk. Chocolate milkshakes, I fucking love it. After chocolate milk, it would have to be beer. And then from beer, probably a spiced rum and coke. What supporter do you need to create a new character slot? Get yourself Mario Gold. Link is in the description. Do a kickflip. I don't half-ass it. There's a varial kickflip. If you didn't get into content creation, what do you think you'd be doing for a living? I honestly think I'd still be doing concreting. If it wasn't for COVID-19, I would still be doing concreting. I would have never had the balls to quit my job and be doing what I'm doing today. So for me, COVID was a little bit of a blessing in disguise. My biggest problem in life is I'm always very loyal. I've never been good at leaving companies I've worked for. I've always built good relationships with the boss, and I've always felt like I've owed the boss something. Even if I was unhappy, I would stick with the job. So if COVID didn't come along and take the job, which at the time was one of the hardest times of my life, but as time progressed and I started working on myself, the day I lost my job was the day I started my daily stream streak, which is actually 1,000 days today. So I've been working on myself for the last 1,000 days instead of working for the boss, and here we are. So in other words, fuck the boss, do shit for yourself in life. The boss makes $1, you make a dime, that's why you shit on company time. What's the next project car you're gonna buy? None. For now, none. I'm over cars, both my Skylines are going. Cars. IRL or game? IRL. I love making IRL content. I fucking love it. Speaking of IRL, me, EJ, and Meta have a massive IRL project coming soon. We're aiming to launch potentially at the end of this month. Tits or ass? Ass. I love myself a nice juicy ass. How huge is it? It's decent. It's not bad. It does the job. That is all the questions for today's Q&A. If you want to be featured in the next one, leave a comment down below of any question. And if we break 200...